What's up everyone, this is Travis here with Working Class Garage, and today I've got some cordless tools that I think would be very useful to keep in your vehicle at all times. Stick around and we're going to talk about each one of these things. So as you see here, I've got a few cordless tools sitting here. I got the Makita 18 volt cordless vacuum. I got the Ryobi cordless light and the Milwaukee cordless tire inflator. Now I'm going to go over each one of these tools and talk about them and why I think that they would be useful in your vehicle, and not only in your vehicle but also just have around the house. So I'm going to start with the vacuum and we're going to go from there. Alright, so first off I got this Makita Vacuum here. It takes a 18 volt Makita battery, Lithium-Ion. It comes with a 2 amp hour battery, which is going to give you up to 15 minutes of continuous runtime on a single charge, which is pretty good for just the 2 amp hour battery. Obviously if you want more runtime than that on a single charge, you can go with a bigger amp hour battery or have multiple batteries sitting around, one on the charger ready to go. My first thought with this is this would be great to have in your vehicle. You know, just keep it in the back and like a little tote or something. I don't know about all you guys, but I got 2 kids and kids are extremely messy. They're always dropping crumbs and fries and chips and everything else all over the car. So you bust this thing out, clean up their mess, and you're good to go. I also think that this would be nice to have at the house too. I mean, you don't have to just use it in your car. That's just my first thought, because it's cordless. You don't have to plug it into the wall. You can use it in your car very easily. This tool does come with a floor attachment that you can attach onto this body and use it around the house on just a normal floor too, or a shop or wherever you want to use it. So that's an extremely useful attachment too if you want to use it in tight spots like stairs, in tight spots, around the couch, or wherever you might want to use it in the house. I mean, you could even use this attachment in the car, really, if you wanted to. And then it also comes with just a little regular attachment here. And that just goes in there. And this thing has a lot of suction power for the size that it is. I mean, this thing's pretty small, and I don't think you're going to have any problems with it not having enough power to suck up any small mess that you might have in your car or around the house. I like this attachment too, because you can kind of get like in the crevices of your couch, or like even in your car seats, just tight spots like that that are hard to get to, like in the creases of the stairs and stuff like that. This is really nice. But yeah, that's the Makita Vacuum. As always, I will list it down below if you want to check this thing out and pick it up. I don't think you'll be disappointed. I'm super happy with it. Like I said, I got kids, they're really messy, so this thing is gonna stay in my truck for sure. Alright, next thing I got here is the Ryobi cordless work light. Now, my thought with this is keeping this in your vehicle to have if you break down on the side of the road in the middle of the night. All you guys out there that work on cars and stuff, I mean, if you break down at night and you need to do like a quick repair up underneath the car to get it back on the road, to get it home, I mean, this is gonna be so handy to have in your car. I mean, yeah, obviously there's a ton of different lights that you could get, and all of these tools, as you can see, are different battery lines. So if you're already invested in the Makita, or you're already invested in Milwaukee, obviously that might be a better choice for you to continue with the same battery line. But I have like 8 different battery lines here at my house that I use. As you can see up here behind me, I got a whole row of chargers, 8 different batteries. I don't have a problem with it. It doesn't bother me to have different battery lines. I think you could buy each one of these individually with a battery and a charger and have 3 different ones and be completely okay. The reason I think that this is a really good option, for one, it's just a super nice light. It has a nice mounting surface down here, as you can see. It runs off the 18 volt Ryobi batteries. Another thing that's really cool with this light is you can plug it in. You can see that. You can actually plug it into the wall too. So if you're working around the house or something, battery dies, you don't have another one charged, plug it into the wall, you're good to go. You keep working. My favorite thing about this light though that sets it apart is you can actually adjust the color temperature from 27,000K to 5,000K, which is awesome because you can make it yellow or white, and it is dimmable 3 times and then off. The fact that you can adjust to the warm color to the daylight color is awesome. I love that. That's going to come in handy when you're painting in your house and you want to make sure that that paint color is going to look good in natural light, or you make sure you didn't miss a spot. A lot more stuff might show up if you put it more towards the daylight setting than the warm setting, because the warm setting can kind of hide stuff sometimes, at least from my experiences. This light also offers over 1200 lumens of light output, which is extremely bright. This is going to be bright enough for most applications. I mean, if you're working in a relatively small to medium sized area, I mean, it's obviously not going to light up a huge space, but it's going to light up a pretty good amount of room. And one other cool thing is complete 360 degrees rotation, which is cool. I just really like this light. It's not that big. It's very light. The dimmer switch is cool. The light adjusting switch is cool. The fact that you can plug it into the wall is awesome. Just all together. And Ryobi stuff. There's a huge battery line behind it. Super inexpensive. Really nice for the DIYer, have around the house. You can add on to all your other Ryobi tools. So check that one out. Alright guys, last but not least here is the Milwaukee M12 cordless tire inflator. Now this can be used as a tire inflator. You can also inflate like balls with it or any other type of thing like that. There are a couple attachments on the back here. They give you a cone, a needle, and then another attachment here, which I think might be for like a bike tire valve. Now this inflator will go up to 120 psi, which is pretty impressive for this little size of this inflator. So you should have no problem inflating the LT truck tires up to 80 psi of pressure. And obviously if you're down at like 0 psi, you probably have either a completely blown out tire or a pretty large leak that your tire is probably not going to hold pressure anyway. But if you just got a small nail and your tire's down like 15-20 psi, this is going to inflate your tire back up, get you back on the road to get you to a repair shop or your house or wherever you need to be to fix your tire. Obviously this one's cordless, like I said, runs off the M12 battery pack. Now the M12 system has over 90 tools on that system. So if you invest into the M12 line, you're going to have a ton of options. Milwaukee makes outstanding products. You will not be disappointed with anything that you get from Milwaukee. They are really making some great professional tools to use out there every single day and hold up extremely well. Alright guys, so those were the 3 tools that I think would be useful to keep in your car. I'm personally probably going to keep all of those in my car at all times just because they're cordless. You just kind of charge battery, put them in there, and don't think about it for a while because those batteries are going to hold that charge for a long time. Then if you have to use it in an emergency or whatever, you charge the battery again, put it back, and you're good to go. And the fact that they're cordless just makes it super easy. You know, you got your work light if you need to light up an area on the side of the highway if your tire blows out or your car breaks down, because it's extremely unsafe to be there on the side of the highway with no lights or anything. And that's really going to light up your area and let people know you're there, because you want people to know you're there. That way another accident doesn't happen that could result in a really terrible outcome. And then that tire inflator is going to be there for that morning when you go out to your truck or car or whatever and your tire light's on, or you notice your tire's low, you got a nail in it, you need to get it inflated to get down the road. Or if you're on the side of the road with a tire that's low, you know, you got that inflator there to get you going again. And that vacuum's there for whenever your little kid decides to dump his whole bag of goldfish out on the floor and then stomp all over them and crunch them up. well, you got the vacuum. You don't have to let it just sit there in your carpet. You're good to go. You can take all those tools in the house too and have all kinds of other uses for them. I think they're all extremely useful to have in your car, around the house. And all of those lines, Makita, Ryobi, and Milwaukee, have a ton of great tools to expand on if you invest in those battery lines. As always, make sure you like, subscribe, comment below. If you like this video, please consider subscribing to my channel. I'll link all these below so you can go check them out online. You can go check them out in store at the Home Depot and pick these things up if you're interested. And thank you for watching. I hope you guys have a great day.